Did you know? In 1966, rats were fully immersed for up to 20 hours straight in liquid and survived. No, they weren't inside of some high-tech rat submarine, and they weren't given special rat scuba suits. They were fully submersed, naked, inside a saline-based experimental liquid, forced to breathe it in, and they lived. Ever seen a 1989 sci-fi movie called The Abyss? This experiment was replicated for real in that sci-fi movie. The liquid? It's called oxygenated perfluorocarbon. Scientific fact, it actually exists. Anyways, what's this got to do with this video, and more importantly, with you in business? We're gonna meander a bit, but I promise it'll be a useful thought experiment for you if you stay with me. It'll at least be enjoyable. Promise. Okay, so we already know this breathable liquid is not yet a mainstream thing, but think about this. Until you were born, how did you breathe? You did it inside your mom's womb, in fluid. It's not until a newborn baby breathes in air for the first time that it actually uses its lungs. While inside the womb, all breathing happens via the placenta and umbilical cord. It allows oxygen and carbon dioxide to pass between mother and baby. Knocking futz, right? Okay, so what? Stay with me, I'm getting to it. Did you also know there are some animals that live the first parts of their lives fully immersed in water? Like fish, they breathe inside the water. Then, as they grow older, they come out and live the rest of their lives on land. They're called amphibians. What animal does this? Frogs. They start life as sperm-looking fish called tadpoles. Then, slowly, they develop legs and eventually move onto dry land. Okay, so what? Well, us humans, we're always fascinated with all aspects of nature. We're inspired by it, influenced, perplexed, we study it, ponder, we ruminate about it. We do it so much, for so long, and so deeply, eventually we try to conquer it, or at least replicate it for ourselves. We are nature's appropriators, technology monkeys, god apes, true freaks of nature. While some of us are deeper thinkers about this type of stuff than others, know it's something we all do? We all universally want to create better lives for ourselves. Desire. We all want the good life. Meaning, purpose, happiness, low suffering. While some of us are content to live a life of leisure, others are more proactively adventurous. Explorers, builders and creators, innovators, scientists, storytellers. We first imagine it, talk about it, think out loud about it, then we try and make it a reality. We created wheels and wagons. Paired with animals we learned to control. This enabled us to travel vast distances across land. Then, wanting to explore further, we created sea vessels capable of traveling across the tops of open oceans. Then we created engines. Soon we created vehicles that could travel through the air. Other vehicles brought us to the deepest depths of our darkest oceans. Eventually, we made our way into outer space. Today, not only have we set our sights onto colonizing other planets, we also play God with our own biology. While we have not yet figured out how to breathe directly underwater like fish, who's to say it won't ever be possible? Clearly, we dream about it. Think of superheroes like DC's Aquaman, Marvel's Namor, or The Boys' second-rate villain, The Deep. Besides other superpowers, these guys can breathe underwater like fish. Speaking of breathing like fish, you ever seen the movie Waterworld? It's another flick from 1996 starring Kevin Costner. Spoiler alert, the dude was also some sort of mutant. He could breathe both underwater and on land too. Anyways, the gist of the movie was after doing enough up things to the planet, like every dystopian future where humans notoriously mess things up, we eventually do enough damage to melt the ice caps. The world is now completely covered by ocean. With no more land above the surface, we have to figure out how to exist in this new world, hence, Waterworld. Part of the plan in the movie is to redevelop land. How? Stockpiling dead bodies, of course. In the movie, anyone that has remnants of land, dry sand, rocks, etc., that stuff is precious. New money. Anyways, without getting into all that, I want to tie this to business. See, look, while we don't know of any real-life mutant underwater breathing fish people, and while we're not yet living in a world of only ocean, we do live in an online ocean, a sea of endless virtual information. We've created all sorts of different cockamamie technology. Not all of it's useful. We're not sure if any of it is good for us or not anymore. Here's what we do know for sure at this point. Today, attention is the new money, and it's at a premium. We're all trying to figure out how to get it, keep it, and not lose it. One of the easiest forms of attention harnessing there is on the internet is through video. Well, I should say easy to create, but not necessarily easy to use. A lot of it just contributes to the virtual noise. Like dead bodies in mass graves, it's piling up all over the internet. And since attention is at a premium, people don't want to waste it on crap. However, they will exchange a bit of attention for a small video sample. Like a Costco shopper in aisle 15, they'll take a toothpick taste. Dopamine hits. If they get the hit they want, they'll stock their carts full up with more of it. You want to get and keep more attention in today's day and age of virtual techno water world? Want to do it without being a superhuman water-breathing mutant? Use video. But the key is knowing what to create and creating lots of it. All production is made for consumption, but not all that's produced will be consumed. Like creating fresh water to drink from a sea of undrinkable salt water. It takes skill and effort to produce. If you're interested in producing more pre-sale video good stuff that other people will enjoy consuming and makes it 10 times easier to sell whatever your offer, hit me up. Remember, haters are always going to hate, but you don't have to dim your shine to light someone else's candle. The darkness is defeated in our collective light. Check out the description box for more useful stuff. If you want to get in touch with me, ways to do that are there too. Did you find this video useful? If so, please light up that like button. It's a small act from you, but means the world to me. If you don't want to miss more useful content like this, smash subscribe and bing that bell. For even more exclusive content, be sure and join the newsletter. Link is in the description. And now, check out one of these other useful videos.